brand new. This is the newest and most high performance thing Aloxxi has launched. I've been behind the chair for 15 years and been with Aloxxi for 11, and this is like the biggest deal I've seen come out of this company. So I'm really, really excited to share it with you. What is Luminexx? Luminexx is Aloxxi's brand new, high performance, PPD and Resorcinol free permanent gel cream color. It was formulated with brand new technologies, and again, PPD Resorcinol free, which is pretty big in the industry right now. So Resorcinol is a skincare ingredient that has been used in dermatology and some over-the-counter products. It kind of acts like a mild exfoliant slash antibacterial fungal. It can be very irritating to the scalp environment because the scalp is very sensitive. It's more sensitive skin that you're dealing with.
Is it used in other colors?
It is used in other hair color lines. It's a very common ingredient in hair color, and it can cause reactions. Some people have like vision problems, more topical problems though. And of course, you know, PPD reactions, especially when they're severe, can be really bad. Send people to the emergency room and their heads completely change shape. That's severe, okay? Some people say they have a sensitivity, and it is common, but we completely remove both. We do still have the low ammonia content that Aloxxi is known for. We do still have ammonia, but it is still low, with the which still helps with the gray coverage. And it's an AMEA blend for the gray coverage. Luminexx has been in development for several years. It was getting ready to launch prior to COVID, but COVID really slowed us down, as did everybody in the beauty industry. But it was designed with feedback from customers and consumers in mind. So things that we heard from in the field when I was in education classes that we were able to pass on to the brand, they formulated this line to be able to answer those problems and questions that people had, like sensitivities and these skincare grade ingredients that we have. It is not, at this time, going to be replacing Chroma, which is our main color line that Aloxxi has pushed for years, but this is a brand new line in the brand. So it's going to coincide right and along next to Chroma. You will still have your Chroma users, and Chroma is still a great high performance, great coverage line. But again, the benefit of Luminexx is, well, there's many benefits of it, including down to cost savings, but it is PPD Resorcinol free. Okay. Within the industry, customers, consumers, professionals are all becoming way more health conscious, more so than they've ever been. People are caring more about what's in their products that they're consuming internally or what's going on in their body. So Aloxxi is going to be one of the first brands in the industry to start the skinification movement, where brands start using skincare grade ingredients in beauty products. That can be within makeup and hair especially. It is designed with these skincare grade ingredients that also help protect the scalp, but they are also meant to help support the color to make it work better. Advanced PPD and Resorcinol-free gel cream permanent hair color formulated with surface intelligence technology, which is the umbrella technology over the entire line, delivers vibrant, long-lasting color with superior gray coverage for stronger, healthier hair and beautiful shine. The skincare grade ingredients help protect the scalp, prevent staining, and create the optimal environment for hair color to shine. We say prevent staining. It is a versatile product that can be used as a permanent color and to refresh ends. We don't say it's a demi-permanent. It's a permanent that can refresh ends, and it has its own developer for that. So stylists can purchase the small assortment and do 90% of behind the chair color services. It performs while still removing all of the things that typically would not deliver results, including the PPD and the Resorcinol. We have a small portfolio starting with 36 shades, which is appealing for inventory purposes for booth renters and independent stylists. There is a plan to grow and expand the line to a full, I think, 96 shades. 36 shades for now really gives a good amount of color to work with. So she was a pre-lightened model. This is just showing how supportive the color is to the hair. When you're able to refresh the ends, the skincare ingredients are both available in the developers and in the color, so it really nourishes the hair as you're pulling it through even pre-lightened ends. So she had a lot of banding and stuff going on up top, but her ends and in the end result look very, very healthy, and you can't tell in the photo, but the shine really is impeccable. This is another model from the photo shoot. She has a lot of pre-lightened ends. Again, the ingredients are meant to support that and not to damage the hair any further, even if you're using developers like 20 and 30 volume. Surface intelligence technology is the technology backing Luminexx. Okay? It's the reason why this color line works so well. It includes a couple of different things, proprietary combination of ingredients and technologies that result in the most vibrant, even, and long-lasting color with superior gray coverage. And I have to say, I've been a Chroma user. Aloxxi is really known for having really good gray coverage. And as a Chroma user for a long time, Luminexx has blown me out of the water. I mean, it's fantastic on gray coverage. Encapsulated pigments, these are unique to the surface intelligence technology. Aloxxi. They are gel cream formula, holds encapsulated pigments until they're released upon mixing with developer. So these pigments do not activate in the tube until developer hits them, okay? So you have fresher color results, and your color within a tube while it's being stored is not gonna oxidize as fast, okay? It also ensures fresher color dyes upon use and even color results, even while you're applying. So even when stylists have it in the bowl on their station or wherever they're mixing, it won't oxidize as quickly, which is really nice. So there's constantly fresh color going on the hair. For precision application, the gel cream consistency transforms into a rich cream when mixed for color that stays exactly where you place it and won't slip or swell during development. It's also a nice note to mention hairlines, especially with gray coverage on darker levels. They tend to be really, really hard to get color to absorb. That over here sucks it up and then it's gone. You have to keep reapplying. So this is a really nice consistency of, it just stays exactly where you put it. Every time I've used it, I mean, I'm very clean when I work anyway, but still, like, it stays exactly where you want it, and it's really, really convenient for a stylist to use. Faster rinsing. It is a balanced formula that acts optimally on the hair to deposit color efficiently and to rinse out quickly, which will save your customers time while they're applying and when they're rinsing. It also helps prevent staining. Combination of skincare grade ingredients help to protect the scalp and hair perimeter from staining. There's her before and after.
Oh, pretty.
Right? This is a mess. Frizz and pre-lightened ends, and she's got a lot of high and low going on, but it really did balance out her color and made the hair look a lot healthier at the end of the service. Ingredients are sugar beet extract. This offers nourishment for hair and scalp, along with smoothing, hydrating, and shine enhancing benefits. We have chicory root prebiotic. Prebiotics are designed to feed good bacteria. Okay, so they feed the good, right? It's extracted from chicory root, helps rebuild and strengthen the scalp, protect from the effects of allergenic factors, irritating detergents, and UV rays, and is also known to help rebalance the microbiome of the skin and provide barrier protection on the scalp. So again, prebiotic is feeding the good bacteria, ensuring that the microbiome does not get off balance during the color process, which is something that can cause irritation even to the day of and after the color service. Some people don't itch until 2 days later, but this is meant to support the color process so it doesn't happen afterwards. Lutein, which is derived from calendula flowers, helps protect from blue light protection and UV sunlight. Blue light is everywhere. We're exposed to it right now. Cell phones, computers, televisions, all of that is going to fade hair color, but again, the ingredient helps to put a barrier protection on that, and also from UV, which is really important here in Florida because you guys get plenty of that. Sacha Inchi seed oil helps keep the scalp and hair conditioned. So Aloxxi's packaging, everything from the photo shoot to the packaging to the paper goods, everything is very high-end and luxurious. Aloxxi, I've been kind of saying, I'm like, this is like Aloxxi grew up, and we get this chance to kind of redefine ourselves, and I think this Luminexx is going to redefine Aloxxi personally. But the packaging really is stunning. It matches our shade ranges. So this is a more tan looking box, and this is going to be our natural series. The blue is going to be the cool series, and this like peach color that looks like that right now is going to be our warmer series, okay? So even as it's being displayed at a color bar, it's very, very easy to determine which one you're working with. We have our ratios posted as usual on the bottles of tubes of color and on the boxes. Just like Chroma, 1 through 10 on the natural series are all formulated to match natural tones. They are not neutrals. Still, Aloxxi has no neutrals unless we say it's a neutral. Something like natural ash, or we don't have neutrals. It's not pre-formulated to cool unless we intend for it to do that, okay? So our natural series has a natural varying amount of blue, yellow, and red that occurs in nature, okay? So like darker levels are gonna have more red naturally, lighter levels are gonna have more yellow naturally. You'll see here, this kind of shows you better what those color differences are that match the packaging, okay? So you have the natural, the cool, and the fashion tones. Our naturals, we have our Ns, the NABR and the NG. This is different from Chroma. NABR is going to be similar to your NA, but it's not going to be as controlling. It's still cool, but it's not going to be as blue-based, because what we've seen from the field is blue-based NAs. It's not that they're not covering, but people aren't seeing as much opaque coverage as they want to see when they just pull an NA for an application. And it's because there's not necessarily any warmth in that color. Now, there's no warmth in our natural cool tone, but it does have brown, and brown helps support that gray coverage so that it looks a little bit more opaque, okay, in the finished result. Natural gold is a new term. This is going to replace our NT, natural tan series, because natural tan can be pretty broad. Some people can think tan is very yellow, some people tan is almost copper or brown. So we went ahead and just eliminated that, and with our numbering system too, it is a true 03, which is a natural gold. Fashion shades, all intermixable. And then moving over to the copper series, I want to point out that our numbering system does change. This is something for you, clients of yours that might be working with a lot of reds or warm tones, is we've reformulated from our level 6 to our level 7 to add more gold in at level 7, because that's again what happens in nature. So it's supporting what those natural colors really would have, so you don't have to do any pre-toning or anything. You can really truly just pull the color, apply. And again, this is a starting shade range of 36 shades, and we will expand, I believe, starting in 2024. This is my favorite part, cost effectiveness. As an independent and also somebody who works for the brand, it's really cool to see how much savings and how much color you really get out of the standard, like what we recommend selling is the 6 tubes, so you get the free bottle developer. Luminexx is one of the most cost-effective options on the market with a 1-to-2 mixing ratio. Chroma is 1 to 1.5. Most color lines are 1 to 1. While other color lines have standard tubes of 2 ounces, ours is a 3.3 ounce tube, and it's not huge, but it is big. It's not going to take up that much room in a back bar, but again, you are getting way more applications out of a 3.3 ounce tube at a 1-to-2 ratio than you would at 1 to 1. The skincare grade ingredients allow for a formulation gentle enough to refresh mid-lengths and ends when mixed with 7 volume. We do have a full developer range of Luminexx developers, starting with 7 all the way up to 40. We do recommend that they are mixed with Luminexx developers, Luminexx color, Luminexx developers. You will have people that can ask, can I mix it with Chroma or our regular developers? You can, but again, for the maximum skincare grade benefit, we recommend mixing with Luminexx, especially if those customers have clients that are sensitive and really want the full skincare grade experience. The shine truly is second to none. And our deal that we're all very excited about, and that I've never heard of ever, is purchasing 6 tubes of Luminexx color and receiving a free bottle developer for life. It will not go away. George, our owner of the company, made very, very clear that he wants this to happen. He says death, taxes, and free developer is his thing. He wants it to be free forever. So this deal will always be there. So on average, again, depending on the market, but I averaged it based on everything East Coast to West Coast, Wella is an average of 12% higher in cost for the 6 tubes, 1 bottle developer. This is what we based all these numbers on, because that's the intro that we want to sell a lot of when you get free developer. Wella is an average of 12% higher in cost. Goldwell is an average of 26% higher in cost, and Schwarzkopf is an average of 24% higher in cost for the same amount of color, or excuse me, same amount of tubes, because it's not the same amount, and then 1 bottle of developer. And again, Aloxxi, you're not paying for developer. Also, those 3 lines out of that set of color and developer, you're averaging about 12 applications per package of 6 tubes, 1 bottle of developer. But with Luminexx, based on, now, I have one thing to add to this, because this can sound impressive or like double impressive. So, Aloxxi recommends a standard mixing ratio of 30 grams of color to 60 grams of developer. Again, 1 to 2. Now, I'm a stylist, 3 ounces of color is way too much, especially for a retouch application. So if you're basing this off of just retouches, which is usually a 1/2 inch to 1.5 inch amount of new growth, that's so much color. So using the brand standard of 30 grams of color or 1 ounce of color to 2 ounces of developer, the 6 tubes, 1 bottle developer will average 18 applications, okay, when the others average 12 and are higher in cost. Now, if you're like me and you don't need that much color, you can actually get up to 36 applications in that same amount of color and developer, which is huge, okay? So it can be 18 to 36 applications out of 6 tubes, 1 bottle developer compared to 12 with other brands. The gel cream consistency does help the color go on really, really quick, okay? The Surface Intelligence technology helps the color rinse really, really quick from the hair, and you're saving a ton of money and your color is going 1 to 2 times further than it would, okay? So there's a lot of time savings and cost savings within Luminexx, which is really, really exciting. So she was 100% gray. Her gray coverage was impeccable and the shine was amazing. Very, very coarse hair, curly and very gray. Had excellent gray coverage and the shine, that band of shine. I love this, it's beautiful. Really, really reflective. She had mega banding. You can see we've got a band here, that's her new growth, a band here, and a band here. She wanted to be blonde when she sat down in the chair, and we all kind of were like, girl, we're not doing that today. This is not a blonding day. But she does have plans to go blonde in the future. She wants to slowly highlight and get her hair lighter, which is fine, and we can totally support that. So all we did was apply from her new growth to her first band to not touch her ends to saturate it with too much color when she's about to go get it lifted out, right? So we evened out her banding with Luminexx, which is so cool that it was able to not cause any further banding, like being too dark or anything. But you can definitely see she's got gray out to here, about down to there. And her results were beautiful. And we do have the higher range in the blonde series, which is really nice too. That can be used for permanent toning if you have customers that do a lot of blonding behind the chair. Okay?